Welcome to this week's journal reflection. As we journey through the season of renewal, I invite you to pause and breathe and create a sacred space for yourself. Whether you're listening while taking a walk, sitting in your favorite corner at home, or finding a moment between the busyness of your day, know that this time is yours to reconnect with your deepest self and with your Creator. This week, we'll be exploring watering and waiting, allowing it to gently guide our thoughts, prayers, and intentions. And as you listen and later reflect in your journal, remember that this practice isn't about perfection, it's about presence. It's about honoring the unique path God has designed specifically for you. So settle in, open your heart, and let's begin this week's journey together. Your authentic voice and honest reflections matter deeply, not just to your own growth, but to the beautiful tapestry of purpose that you're weaving in this world. Week 6, Watering and Waiting. How wonderful it would be if the mere act of planting seeds could produce immediate blossoms and fruits. But as we know, life unfolds with a more deliberate rhythm. Seeds hold promise and potential, but it is in the stillness of the soil where the true power resides. The soil is the sacred space that produces transformation. The seeds can carry all the possibilities, yet unless they are planted and remain in the soil, their purpose will never be fulfilled or come to fruition. The watering and waiting can feel mundane and slow when both are necessary and needed. Scripture instructs us to not get tired of doing what is right, because we will produce a harvest if we don't give up or quit. Galatians 6:9. Observations of sacred waiting. Transformation happens in hidden spaces. Daily faithfulness matters more than dramatic moments. Waiting is active, not passive. The ordinary contains the extraordinary. Sensory notes: texture, damp earth, receiving. Sound, gentle water drops. Scent, rich, fertile possibility. I love sharing the things I've learned on my journey with God, especially with those younger than me. I have this hope that something I share will help those coming behind me navigate their days with a little more insight or wisdom from something I've learned and from things I've walked or wrestled through. One of the lessons I wish I'd learned earlier is to trust the seeds that were planted in my life. I wish I'd just patiently nurtured them, trusting that they would flourish at the right time. In a world where everything is instant, it's easy to mistake the lack of visible fruit in certain seasons as a sign that nothing's happening, that nothing's growing, and you feel like you need to take control and help the Creator along. But now, looking back, I can see the faithfulness of God in guiding me through the seasons. I can see where I allowed others' expectations and opinions to affect me, and when I did, it affected how I handled those seeds inside of me. I allowed the seeds to wither and die instead of continuing to water and nourish them. Instead of trusting what I knew was true deep inside of me, I ended up doubting and reaching for fruit that seemed more accessible, even if it was only a quick fix. And sure, some of it did work for a while, but over time, I realized that what isn't meant for you never really nourishes or satisfies. One of my favorite scriptures, Galatians 6:9, always comes back to me. It reminds me not to grow weary or get discouraged, because in due season, I will see a harvest. Prompts to prayerfully process. Where am I rushing what needs more time? How long are you willing to water and wait to see the growth you were created for? Where is patience being cultivated in me? Season of now. Begin with finding a quiet moment. Light a candle if you wish. Take 3 slow breaths, deep and full. With each exhale, release the busyness around and within, and let your being settle into this quiet, sacred space. Here in this peaceful pause, you are invited to simply be, to reflect in the power of the present moment. Natural observation. There's profound wisdom in how water meets soil. Each drop disappears into darkness, becoming part of an invisible alchemy of transformation. The soil doesn't rush, doesn't reveal its work immediately. It simply receives, holds, transforms, each mundane moment of moisture accumulating toward a miracle. What seasons surround you in this moment? Describe what you see outside your window. What you feel on your skin. What you hear in the air. If this season were speaking to your soul right now, what might it be trying to teach you? Where do you feel resistance to this current season? Sacred awareness. Sacred pauses. What stopped you in wonder this week? Where do you sense an invitation to linger? Divine details. Where are you being invited to experience the wisdom of waiting? What details are asking for your attention? Spirit's movement. Where are you being invited to trust the unseen work? Where do you notice divine choreography? Sacred spaces. What environment feels particularly holy? Where do you notice sacred potential in common soil? "90 Days of Intention, Week 6. Growth. Where did I allow myself to trust slow growth? Reflection. Where did I find the sacred in the ordinary? Celebration. How will I celebrate the growth?" The God that designed and formed you knows you better than you know yourself. Your Creator planted the seeds of His image uniquely in you and desires to co-labor with you in revealing the beauty of His goodness and mercy in the world. He desires to walk with you through every season and is faithful to complete what He started in you.